How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a speed garage track like Morgan Seatree from scratch. We're going to be looking at his viral remix of Florence and the Machine's Say My Name. We're going to be doing this from scratch. Let's firstly start with the bass. Great, so let's start by creating a new MIDI channel. So insert MIDI. Let's create a MIDI clip. So for the sound, I'm going to be using Serum 2 and a preset for my Speed Garage Volume 4 Serum preset pack. This pack makes it really easy for you to make Speed Garage just like the pros. You can literally pick any preset and it's going to sound good. So let's now go in and find the Say My Name organ. This is basically a sample from the Korg M1. If you've got the Korg M1 and you haven't got this preset pack, then you can use that. Obviously, if you've got this preset pack, it's the Say My Name. So you'll recognize it. It's the Korg M1. Organ bass. So alternatively, if you've got the Korg, which is like a different synth, M1 and browser, prog, organ 2, and that will be your sound. So yeah, obviously my version, I've got like more processing on, so it sounds a bit cleaner and harder. I've got all these effects, distortion, reverb, and 2 lots of compression. If you want to bring the OTT up, make it really nice and sort of loud. Bring it back down. Yeah, as I said, if you want loads of cool Speed Garage presets, then definitely check out this pack, Speed Garage Volume 4. You can get it from the link in the description. Cool, so if you have this pack, it comes with the MIDI. So you've got like the piano here, you can just drag that in, and also the bass. So the Say My Name bass, the organ. So you can literally just drag that in like that and you've already got it. But if you haven't got the pack, let's do it from scratch. So the first note you want is a B, and this is for a quarter bar. Then you want a half of a B down to the A and then back to the B. And then duplicate across. And then chop that like so, and then do an A. So once you've got this pattern, so yeah, duplicate that along and drag that up to the D. What you then need to do is chop this C in half and then drag that up to the E. We can grab this first bit and bring it down to the G. We need to move this so it's in key to the F sharp. And then grab this, bring that down to the A. Last note here, we're going to move up to the D. Cool, now we've got the bass down, let's work on the drums. Let's firstly get a kick. So insert a MIDI, put a kick on every beat like this. I'm going to go to my Speed Garage Volume 5 drums pack. Let's find a kick. I think this would do, it's nice and sort of boxy. It's got a nice high end as well, it sort of helps punch through that bass. If you use like a different kick, it's like this. Doesn't work as well, so yeah, that's really good. Let's put that in. Great, now let's find a hi-hat. That works. Sounds good to me. One other thing you can do as well, I don't think he does it, but you could like select, say this hat for example, shorten it, maybe a bit longer, and then do the same, pan it all the way to the left, turn it off, just makes them wider. I mean, it adds a bit of stereo. I'll turn it off just for the sake of this remake, or maybe I'd leave it there. Let's see how we get on. So this Speed Garage Volume 5 pack has loads of loops. So let's go to a top loop now. So you drag something like this. Cool, so let's hear it with the drums. Could add another clap. Let's see, it kind of has enough clap already to be honest, but let's just see. It could add a nice little reverb clap. So that's going to go on the off beat like this, or sorry, every second beat. Find a clap. add a little bit of reverb. Great, now we've got the bass and the drums down. Let's have a look at the piano. Cool, so let's have a look at the piano notes first. I'm not going to show you how to do this from scratch because fuck me, it would take all day. But the pattern actually on the intro, as you can hear here, look, is different to the drop. I don't know why he's done that, to be honest, but he's done it, I guess, to create a different sort of energy, texture. I think maybe in the Calvin Harris track original has the piano in it, so maybe it's the same piano as that. I'm not too sure. But anyway, yeah, if you want to pause the video, copy the notes, feel free. But yeah, it's fairly complicated, I will say, in terms of the note structure. There's no easy pattern, especially with these bottom notes. But this is what it sounds like. So you can use any sort of piano, right? You could use a grand. It's going to sound a bit bassy. I'd turn up the brightness. Turn up the soft hard. And when you're doing it yourself as well, so grab all the notes and push that velocity all the way up. If I bring that down, it's going to be a little weaker, right? Bring it up. It's going to be a lot more punchy, like the transient is going to be a lot harder, which is what you want for sort of dance music. If you're creating like a soft R&B track, then maybe, yeah, like down here, you want it all like mellow and stuff, but you want it velocity all the way to the max. Could also add a little bit EQ, because there's a little bit of bassiness come in. Bring that EQ on, take out the low end. Bit of reverb. If you've got the Speed Garage Volume 4 pack, I've actually got a preset in there for this. So it's down by pianos, Say My Name. So that's a sim preset and the grand piano. It's a lot more sort of boxy, I will say, the Ableton piano. But anyway, I've also added this little EQ, you can take it off. If you have this preset, then you can also play around with these macros here. They're connected to these effects. So this one plays around with the high end. This one, the reverb. And the width. Makes it wider. Obviously, probably don't put it all the way to the top. But of course, it depends on the track. Cool, I'm just gonna put it back to default settings. Great, so that is the piano. But what he does in the drop is, essentially, let's duplicate this, is he uses the same rhythm. Because if you play this piano in the drop, it's gonna sound weird. Let's play it together. Because this rhythm here is completely different to this rhythm. So what we need to do is essentially grab this, consolidate it. And this is a little bit fiddly, it's gonna take a while, it's not fun, glamorous. Grab these little notes, push them up. Bring them back down. So you can get rid of these. But yeah, grab that, and then for each note that's here, what I'm gonna do is make them invisible. So if you hover over them and click 0, it's gonna make them invisible so they don't play. But then we can replace them with this new rhythm. Bang, bang, bang. When it gets to notes like this, then yeah, maybe drop it like that. And then do that again. Cool, so then you're gonna be left with this. And let's hear how that sounds. I'm just going to delete these bass notes because I think they're not needed in the drop. So then we just got them all. And we could also delete these little double notes. Let's extend these. Delete that. Just delete all the little notes. And if you click legato, then it's going to sort of fill in the gaps. Cool. And then what I'd do personally, and what he's done as well, I guess, is maybe take out the low end on this bit. Add a side chain. So you can use compressor, auto effects, compressor, click this, external, and then find that kick we've got, kick 2. And then I like it on this mode, just drag it down like so. And then just move it around till you find the sort of sweet spot. So down here is obviously too much. We could then add that same compressor to the organ. Bring the dry wet down. One thing we could also do is to add more energy. So there's a few ways of going about it. 1, effects, and 2, like more drums. So I'm gonna add like a sort of ride in first. So if I just grab this, insert MIDI, and there's a few ways of doing the ride. So you can copy the same as the hi-hat, so like this. I'll show you both, and then go to that speed gauge pack, or you can go to any pack that's got rides. Maybe this one. And then grab that side chain, bang it on the ride. Just trying different rides. This will add a little bit of reverb, put it in its own sort of space. You want it to a point where you can't really hear it, but it's definitely filling out the mix. It's always good to turn stuff off and on to see if it adds like a positive or negative effect to the track, and I'd say this is definitely a positive. So that's one way of doing a ride. The other is you do non-stop notes, so like this. And then bring the velocity down. So again, like the piano, this is going to be quieter, louder, and then drag that over, duplicate, duplicate. This is the way I normally do my rides, to be honest. So it adds a lot of energy. When you A and B it off. The mix of this isn't going to be great because these headphones are absolutely crap. But what we could then do is add some processing. So grab those drum layers, or we can even bring those hats back. Let's hear how they're sounding. Yeah, they sound alright. So let's then group this layer, call it drums. You could add a little bit of reverb. So if you go to this reverb here, delete that. This is on the send. Like the send sections, like the bus signals. If you've got Logic, they're called bus. I don't know what they're called in FL, but there's one called drums room. There you go. Make sure the mix all the way up to 100, and then you can mix it in with this. Again, you want it so you can't really hear it, but it adds. Definitely helps moisten the transient so it's less harsh. Could add a drum bus. I'm actually going to add that on the group. Let's just lower the drive a bit. It's always good to A and B it, so I'm A and B in it. I'm going to bring the dry wet down. Not doing a whole lot, to be honest, but I actually prefer it without. I prefer my drums like less compressed. So I'm just going to delete it. Another thing you can do is add a string. So you just go MIDI, insert MIDI, and then find the root note. So we've got B. So then let's go for B. Probably want to go higher, so like B4. In terms of strings, the best strings plugins, I don't know, maybe Korg. They got some decent strings. Korg M1. Or if you haven't got that, then if you just search string, there's like a synthetic string. So yeah, there's this synthetic strings, which comes with Ableton. Doesn't sound the best, but if you pitch it up, it sounds alright. So that's all the way up at B5. And of course, if it's string, you're gonna add that sidechain, and that's really important with a string, otherwise it's gonna sound just weird. Make it more pumping. Dry wet 100. Cool, as I said earlier, we're gonna add some effects. So let's add a riser. This should do, riser 2. Maybe go for a longer one. And then we want a down, so just grab another riser and then click R to reverse it, or on mine it doesn't work for some reason, reverse clip. Of course, grab that side chain. Everything sort of needs side chain around the kick. Again, you want it pumping. Let's hear that. Lastly, we could add some sort of crashes. So it sounds like this. We could add it into this, the drums group, so then it's gonna have that reverb on it. And I'm just gonna add more reverb just on that last hit. So reverb, bringing the decay up. You can leave that about the same. And then I'm gonna automate this, so it just hits on the drop. And of course, I'm gonna sidechain that one as well. So duplicate, grab that sidechain, and then also automate that so it just comes on for the drop hat. Sorted. That is pretty much the track. We could also add, again, like a build, so like a snare build. So drums, effects, snare build. I think just this last part would do. So grab that, and then if we grab a utility, so this is just volume. So you just use this here. Look, I'll make it easier for you. And then have the volume. Great, let's hear it all together. Great guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. I will see you next week for another banger. Cheers.